everyone, welcome to Studio Natuurlijk. My name is Nathalie and today we're going to move in a way that feels really good to you. So let's get started, bringing the feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. And just take a moment to lift all 10 of your toes and then lift the heels. Take a moment to shift your weight right to left. And then really finding your center, staking out your turf as you plant the feet firmly. Close your eyes. Take a moment to observe the breath. And then take a really deep breath in through your nose as you exhale out through your mouth. Letting go of any worries, of any stress. One more breath here. And then slowly open your eyes. As you breathe in, circle the arms all the way up, making yourself really long. And with your left hand, take hold of your right wrist as you bring the right arm up and overhead, really extending the right side body. Breathing into center. As you exhale, left hand takes hold of your right wrist as you stretch, creating some space, uncrumpling. Breathe in, lengthen. And as you exhale, circle the arms all the way down. Interlace your hands behind your lower back, press your knuckles down and away as you roll the shoulders away from your ears, opening through the chest, and release. Now as you breathe in, circle the right arm all the way up, turning the right thumb away from you as you circle back down. Twice more, breathing in, lifting it up. Exhale, circling it down. Let the movement follow the breath once more, breathing in, lifting it up. And exhaling, bringing it down. Same thing on the other side. Take a deep breath in as you lift the left arm all the way up. Turn the thumb away from you and circle down, really opening up through the chest. Twice more. Follow your own breath. Feel that opening, feel that expansion. And then as you breathe in, send your arms forward, send your weight back, coming into an intense pose. Really shift your weight into your heels, and as you exhale, press down to lift up. Breathe in to sink down really low, send your hips back. Exhale, rooting down to lift it back up, really waking up the leg muscles, the muscles of the back, and of course the glutes. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling to lift. Now sit down low and really slowly lift up, lift your heels, finding your balance. So this is a core challenge. And as you exhale, release. Breathing in to lift, lift the heels, core challenge. Exhale, let everything go. Once more, breathing in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Lift yourself back up. And as you exhale, circle the arms all the way back down. Breathe in, arms all the way up. Now chin to chest, upper arms in line with the ears as you roll yourself all the way down, coming into a forward fold. Now from our forward fold, we're going to gently sway from side to side, grabbing hold of the elbows, letting gravity do its job, creating space in the lower back, creating space in the upper back, and then walk your hands out, walk your feet out and come into a plank pose. Yay! From our plank, we're going to lower the knees down one at a time. So make sure your knees touch the floor. If they don't, that means your hips are up a little high. Keep breathing, really finding that core connection. You can always take a break. Okay, now lift the corners of the mouth. That will really help. Keep it going. And lower the knees down to the floor. Bring the knees bring the knees as wide as your mat. As you lower your hips down onto your heels, forehead melts down to the floor. And take a moment to just settle into your child's pose, feeling the expansion in the lower back. Reconnect with the breath. Use this moment to check back in. And slowly shift your weight forward, walk your knees underneath your hips and step back into your plank. From your plank, downward facing dog. Breathe in, float the right leg all the way up, coming into a three-legged dog. Taking a moment to open up through the right hip, so right big toe towards your left shoulder, and then here we go, shifting right knee to right elbow. And right knee to left elbow, feeling those obliques. Now bring your nose to your knee to your nose. Really press away from the mat as you step your right foot up to your right thumb. Bring your gaze forward, opening up through the hips, the chest, and lower the left knee down to the floor. Flip onto the top of your left foot. Breathe in, lift the right elbow up, extend the right arm all the way up as we twist. Circling the right arm down, planting the right hand, curling the left toes under, lift the left knee and shift. Downward facing dog. Find your down dog. Find your breath. Lower your knees down to the floor. Align your wrists with your shoulders, your knees with your hips. We're going to lower halfway down, and as you exhale, press back up. So waking up through the arms, lower halfway down, keep those elbows hugging in. Exhale, lift it back up, so maybe you're moving an inch down, maybe your forehead kisses the floor. Press yourself back up. Curl your toes under, back into your plank, and from your plank, back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift the left leg up, opening up to the left hip. So really marrying the strength and the stretch. Here we go, left knee to left elbow touch. Breathe in, press it back. Exhaling, left knee to right elbow. See if you can really touch. Breathe in, kick it back. And here we go, knee to nose to knee. Really press away from the mat. And step the left foot up to your left thumb, just making sure it arrives. Breathe in to open up through the chest. And as you exhale, slowly lower the right knee down to the floor. Flip onto the top of your right foot. Breathe in, pull the left elbow up, coming into our twist. And slowly planting the left hand back down into the floor. Great job. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up. And as you exhale, shift it back into your downward facing dog. Settle in. Breathe. Now shift your weight forwards. This time bringing your feet as wide as the mat. Lift the lower belly in. Breathe. And once again, lower the knees down. Flip onto the tops of your feet. Bring your hands as wide as the mat. So thumbs onto the insides of the mat. Other fingers spill out of the outside of the mat. We're going to come back into those push-ups, but this time the elbows go out. Exhaling to press yourself back up. Just 3 of these. And then knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch as you melt your hips down to your heels. So a little really does go a long way. Just waking up the triceps, the biceps. And thread the needle. Bring your left hand underneath the bridge of your right armpit as you drop the left temple down to the floor. Really feeling the stretch in the outside of that left shoulder. Breathe. Keeping the hips really heavy. Lift yourself back up. And right hand comes underneath the bridge of the left elbow. Drop the right cheek down to the floor. Crawling the left fingertips out. Really pressing down into all 5 fingers. Enjoying the stretch. And lift yourself back up. Back into our plank. And here we go into some mountain climbers. So just bringing the knees in one at a time, maybe keeping it slow, a gentle mountain walk, or maybe speeding it up as we go onto a vigorous hike. Keep breathing, keep pressing away from the mat, keep smiling, back into your plank, and downward facing dog. Well done. Okay, keep it moving. Pedaling out the feet, and then bringing the feet as wide as the mat to a more chill version of downward facing dog. Really feeling that core connection. And bringing your feet into a cross-legged seat, crossing the ankles. Sitting down. Feet down, take a hold of the backs of your legs as you really lift up. And now as you exhale, round through your spine. Scooping the belly button in and up, relaxing the shoulders, and then breathe in, lift up. Exhale, round through the spine, scooping the belly button in and up. Think about cat stretch here in this C spine. One more, take a deep breath in, sit onto the sitting bones, and exhale, round. Lift yourself back up. Now we're going to sit back just behind our sitting bones, as you lift the shins parallel to the ceiling, in my case parallel to the clouds. Keep lifting out of the lower back. Extend your arms out, turn the pinkies in, shoulders really come into the back body. Breathe. Keep lifting the heart, boat pose. Drop the feet back down as you shift your weight forward. Extend your legs out long, send the arms forward. Now sit up really tall. Peel the tailbone under as you roll all the way down onto the mat, making sure your head is still supported. Send your arms all the way out, big, big stretch. Bring the fingertips up and peel yourself off of the mat. Sit up really nice and tall and reach towards your feet, stretching through the hamstrings, the spine. Breathe in, sit up tall. Pointing the feet, hugging the legs in, rolling down. How slow can you go? Send your arms up and overhead, big, big stretch. Bring the fingertips up. Keep hugging into that center line as you peel yourself back up. Sit up really tall, flex the feet, and bring it over. Breathe in, sit up tall. Once again, peeling down. Really slowly feel that core connection. Full body stretch, feeling the ribs flare out. And this is our final round, peeling yourself up and reaching it forwards. Great job. Lift yourself back up, roll it down, keep reaching those toes away from you, arms up and overhead. Circle the arms down, open the arms out wide, bring the feet down and bring the legs into a tabletop. Drop the knees over to the right, kick the top leg out, bend and pull back to center. Knees drop over to the left, kick the right leg out, bend, hug the lower belly in, pull back to center. Breathing in to lower, kick, tabletop, and to center. And now just keep it going, moving at your own pace, feeling the twist in the spine, but also feeling the core muscles starting to work, the obliques starting to work. Keep the shoulders pinned down, so the shoulders are really truly the anchoring point here. And see if you can keep the breath going. Exhaling every time you lift up to center. And if you lose the breath, no worries. Going to lift the head, lift the shoulders, bring the fingertips behind the ears as we come into the crisscross. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee as you extend the left leg out long. Breathing into center, exhaling to twist. Breathe into center, exhaling to twist. Now this time our pelvis is our anchoring point, so we're keeping the lower back really firmly down into the floor. The pelvis doesn't move and we're twisting from a point over the belly button. Keep it going, relaxing the frown, keeping it slow and steady. Smile. Really firing up those oblique muscles. Firing up the deep core muscles. Drop the head, the shoulders down. You've done good. Hug the knees in. Give yourself a little massage. Massaging the lower back. And bring your feet down. Get settled in as you slide the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure your chin is pointing in. Your toes are turned in just a little. Turn the palms of the hands to face up. Really press down into the feet as you tilt the pelvis up and roll yourself up into a shoulder bridge. So really slowly, one vertebra at a time. Lift the hip bones, and then as you exhale, take it all the way back down to the floor. Breathe in. Tilt the pelvis up. Exhaling, peel yourself all the way up. Lift your hip bones, take a deep breath in, feel the expansion. And exhaling, rolling it down super slowly, mobilizing the spine, working the legs, the glutes, the back muscles. Okay, once more, come all the way up. Now close the rib cage, so slide those lower ribs down. Think about squeezing the hip bones in. Lift the left leg, extend the left leg out long. Lower it down until the knees are connected or parallel. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. 4 more. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. Keep rooting down into that right foot. Maybe pressing into the palms of your hands, your triceps for extra support. Now keep the leg extended as you roll your spine back down. Take a hold of the back of your leg as you pull it in, stretching the hamstrings, releasing through the spine. Maybe bending that leg a little bit to find even more release in the spine, finding a gentle sway. Moving in a way that feels really good to you. Maybe we're going to lift the nose up to the knee, extending the right leg out, scissors, pulling the left leg in, and pulling the right leg in. Keeping the legs really nice and long, keeping the elbows hugging in, the shoulders away from the ears, the crown of the head reaching back, keeping it slow, noticing the difference between one side and the other. You can always support the head, bringing one hand behind the head if your neck is getting a bit sore or maybe isn't used to this. And drop the head and shoulders down. Twist the ankles, wiggle your toes, release, reset. And bring the feet down once again. So feet hip width apart, reaching your fingers towards your heels. Should just be able to touch the backs of your heels. Peel yourself up into that shoulder bridge. Lift the hip bones up and lift the right leg up. Extend it all the way out. Breathing into lower halfway down. Exhaling to lift. 4 more. Keep it going. Keep pressing into that left foot. That's where the real work is. Strengthening the back body. Strengthening the glutes. You should feel the left leg muscles squeezing in. Lower the hips back down. Take a hold of the back of your right leg as you pull the right leg in. Maybe bending the leg a little, giving yourself a bit more space. Breathe. Soften. Reset. And then extend the right leg back out long. Now from the core, lift your nose up to your knee. Extend the left leg out long. Same movement, except this time we're going to bounce the leg. So it's bounce, bounce, switch. So it's called scissors, as if the legs are the blades of scissors, keeping the legs really nice and long. Keep the elbows in, the shoulders down. Keep the breath going. So this is a really nice and stretchy move, but if you need to keep the legs bent, just keep the legs bent. Different kind of scissors. Drop the head and shoulders down and just massage the lower back. Bringing the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Threading the needle, taking a hold of the back of the left leg as you pull it in, pressing the right knee out, opening up through that right hip. Breathe, as if you're breathing into the right hip. And really slowly switch it around, bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh, cooling it down. Keep your neck nice and long. Pull the back of the right leg in. As you press the left knee out, breathe into the left hip. Relax the shoulders, the frown. Giving ourselves some time, some breath. Slowly unravel. Roll yourself up, coming back into a cross-legged seat. Really sitting down on the sitting bones, bringing the right hand over the left knee. Keep the spine really long, left hand behind. As you move into your twist, not forcing, just a very gentle twist. Same thing on the other side. Left hand over the right leg. Keep the chin in, tips of the ears reaching up. Breathe. Come back to center. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. You've done so good. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Taking a really deep bow down. Bowing down to the highest version of ourselves. Bowing down. Bowing to the highest version in each other. Thank you very much. Have a great day.